Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. In my area in Ontario, Canada, every day is a bad hair day. So the very last thing I got to do before we set up is get this hat on for the next week or two. But hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay. Well, I've been having internet problems in my area for the last couple of days. So yesterday the stream cut off, and today, if that happens, I'll try to restart it once. I've got my phone set up as a backup. So for those of you who were here yesterday and saw that happen, we will do what we can to get over it. But I do not live in Toronto where they have like world-class internet. We do have high speed, but it's second tier if you want to call it that. But we'll fight through it. As long as the chat is still running and everybody can connect, then we're good to go. The first channel that we're looking at today is GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team. This is another creator who came into the Tuber Chat community not too long ago, just a few short weeks as a matter of fact, and had already shown impact within our community, not to mention generosity. So for that reason, they were featured today, and every single day we feature a different creator and a different channel based on impact and generosity that we see within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on our thumbnails of our videos. And what that does is gives you over 100 opportunities to meet generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. So thank you everybody for coming in. I know we've got a couple of brand new channels in the house. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here and everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time and meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. And then, yes, 345 Barry, you absolutely can connect with everybody. Super Duper Elite Gamer, thank you for coming back in. Hawk Paranormal SNC, thank you for coming in for the first time. And Kitty Mom Crochet, good to see you here for the first time as well. Forgive me, I'm always way behind when we get started. But I will do some introductions right now. We will get to spinning the wheel. Jack Dawson has already given us a super chat before we even started again today. So thank you for that. For that reason, we'll put his channel up next, right before I get to spinning the wheel. So Adria Hicks, thank you for coming back in. Emotion is another very generous and dedicated and loyal supporter. Let's get your channel onto the wheel right away. And Helly K, good to see you here. That's somebody who generously shares for us on Twitter all the time and is a member of our Twitter list for that reason. Instant Reaction Talks, it's good to have you back. Janetti's Corner is an extremely loyal, dedicated, and impactful creator who shares her information for the betterment of everybody in the community as well. Kristen Marie's Life, good to see you back. Lil Red and Bunny Tracks is one of two channels from TWT-TV. It's good to see you here. Michael's Adventures and Scratch and PPA, our beloved moderators, are with us always. Miner Zach123, good to see you here. And Mr. B and I, another valued member of the Tuber Chat community. Thank you for coming back in. Hopefully you've been doing well. I know it's been a little while, but it's great to have you here. Mr. Shelton TV is in the house. That's the second channel from John H. Shelton. He often comes in with either or both of those. Rich Fred TV, I think you're here for the first time. So again, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house and everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. SK Manly Gaming is back in the house, and our featured channel from yesterday, Tiffany Wears T-Shirts, is here with us. Unmasked Lifestyle is back in the house. I'm very, very, very happy to see you. They were on a hiatus for, let's say, a week or something like that, and are back in action, so it's great to have you here. That is another extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's been with Tuber Chat for a long time now. And it's good to see you back in action. So once again, we're looking at GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team. And again, this is another creator who has come into the Tuber Chat community with blazing with impact and generosity. Happy Jur, my dear friend from Happy Lux, is in the house with his second channel. Great to see you here. Jasmir, it's good to have you back in the house as well. That's another long-time loyal and dedicated supporter right there. And thank you, Instant Reaction Talks, for reminding everybody to thumbs up. Yeah, we're doing fantastic. We got 42. We're not even 10 minutes into the live stream yet. So thank you, everybody, for that. I really do appreciate it, and it really does help the stream, of course, as we all know. And then, hopefully I haven't missed too many people. Wolfsbane I can't talk today. Wolfsbane Explorations. Thank you for coming back in. It's great to see you here. Gathering Place, it's wonderful to see you. As a matter of fact, I'm very glad that you're here because you are going to be our featured channel for tomorrow. Not everybody uses all the different social media, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and stuff like that. So I know it will come as a surprise to you. But let's get you onto the wheel as well. Thrill Seeks is here. A question or comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message. It'll help me see it a little bit easier, and I will get to it. If we're buffering, just please bear with me. As long as the chat is still running, we're good to go. I'm going to try to hold the stream together. My internet's been wonky for a couple of days, but we'll fight through it, and hopefully everybody will end up with a lot more friends and family members for their channel today. And, okay, let's get actually to Jack Dawson. I always use Jack Dawson MLB The Show to find this channel because Jack Dawson is such an unbelievably popular name on the internet, right? Due to the Titanic movie and the main character there. So Jack Dawson himself, though, here in our Tuber Chat community, is an extremely generous, not to mention loyal, dedicated, and dynamic creator. If you have the chance to hang out with him, especially on live streams, you will find yourself extremely entertained because he's able to keep gameplay going in many different games, including Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, MLB The Show, like I talk about, and many others. He plays the game, commentates for anybody, whether you know or not know what's going on in the chat, and then as well keeps up with the chat. So it's quite something to see, and I'm glad that Jack Dawson has the impact that he does. Hopefully everybody will rally around that channel. And like I said, today he came in blazing with generosity right away. So thank you once again for your super chat. And I see that we've got some more action in the chat. Mr. B and I, thank you so much for your generous super chat as well. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up next before we start spinning the wheel. I've already got you on there, but I'll just move you around as a little placeholder here, and we'll look at that channel in another moment. Mr. Shelton TV is hoping everybody's well. Yes, hopefully everybody is. And then, yeah, 345 Barry, it's my internet that might be the problem if we have an issue. I know it's really tough to watch when the stream is buffering and this and that, but as long as everybody's okay in the chat, as long as the chat's still running, then we're good to go. I am keeping a close eye to make sure we don't have warnings and stuff like that. If the stream cuts today, I will restart one time. Same goes for tomorrow, same goes for Monday. The How-To Lady, good to see you here. Radical Productions, our non-profit, impactful creators are back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully everybody will rally around them as well. It's always nice to see positivity spread throughout the communities in real life as well as here on YouTube also. So finally, our robot is running. Bautissimo should be welcoming the newcomers to Tuber Chat. I'm glad to have everybody here for the first time. Like I said, we have a lot of dynamic creators that will come through the chat today, and everybody's here to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. This is Mr. B and I. This is a dynamic couple of creators who've been with Tuber Chat for a long time now. Thank you one more time for that generous super chat. For that reason, we're looking at their channel right now, and then we will get to one more before we start spinning the wheel by the look of it. Mr. Shelton TV, thank you so much for your super chat as well. Okay, let's, so we don't know how many subscribers Mr. B and I have right now, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're looking towards. So hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. Like I said, they've been with Tuber Chat for a long time now, and hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And then thank you, Kitty Mom Crochet, for letting me know that it's not buffering right now. And then, oh, gathering place. So I'll tell you what, if I can offer you some help anyway, as far as running stuff. I don't play videos while I live stream, but I do often run playlists. Like, I swap playlists with lots of creators, well over 100 creators now. So anybody in the chat that's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, just please simply say so in the chat, like, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, but I do it too. Even though I'm monetized, I do it with my personal channel and with Tuber Chat. So if you want to swap with me, just reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuber Chat, and I'm happy to do it. It's still beneficial for monetized channels, as you can imagine, right? So we'll do that. But gathering place, I'll make sure that I get on running some of your stuff with an extra account that I have anyway. I'll just run everything you've got. Norfolk Dash Cam is in the house. Thanks for coming in. They're a gold member, so they're already on the wheel. And the how-to lady, hopefully you're doing well, so thank you. Tiffany wears t-shirts, says Kevin watches a lot of beauty channels. I do it now, as a matter of fact, because we've had some impactful channels like Tiffany wears t-shirts, Bobby Loves Beauty, and others that come through, Makeup Mom and Son, and other channels that come through where they have such an loyal and dedicated community around each of them. And what happens is when I go and I visit some of these channels, I get such a warm welcome, and I get more subscribers from there and have conversations, and then we see people come through Tuber Chat again, and this is how things continue to grow. But that particular niche is something that is seems to be very strong and tight-knit. So I do find myself, when I'm out supporting everybody as much as I can, hitting a few. I try to catch Tiffany wears t-shirts occasionally, as well as Bobby Loves Beauty, Makeup Mom and Son, and others. I don't want to leave anybody out, but we've got quite a good handful of beauty channels now that come through Tuber Chat. So Mr. B and I thank you one more time for that very generous super chat. I really do appreciate that. We're going to look at Mr. Shelton TV right now, which is the second channel from John H. Shelton, and hopefully everybody will rally around him and try to get this channel moving towards their first 100. Thank you one more time for your super chat. And I will start spinning the wheel shortly. So we always want to catch up with that stuff before we get moving. And Mr. Shelton TV is willing to swap playlists. Jack Dawson's always willing. I know that for sure. And my goodness, I'm trying desperately to catch up with the chat. So, oh, instant reaction talks. Purging? Maybe. I can't tell if there was purging yesterday or not. Tuber Chat didn't seem to do too badly. Lacassie, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I don't mean to miss anybody in the chat either. The thing about here in Tuber Chat, we are loyal and dedicated supporters. For those of you who are a little bit newer, if you haven't been here very many times before, then as I tell stories about the channels that come through the chat, and particularly the ones I put on the screen, you'll get to know the kind of loyal and dedicated supporters that we have here. But it's regardless of the niche, right? The idea is we are supporting the creators even more so than the content. But personally, I follow thousands of creators now, as you can imagine, between Tuber Chat and my personal channel, and 99% of them have less than 10,000 subscribers, and I really enjoy the content, and for a couple of reasons. One is I like to have a real look at the world that's not really polished and, you know, has the budgets of television to spend $1 million an episode working on a 20-minute video. But as well, I enjoy seeing the improvements and the experimentation between creators, the different things that everybody tries, the ideas they come up with, and stuff like that. So hopefully you do too. But we're here very much to support the creators more so than the content. And hopefully what will happen is you'll find yourself enjoying a lot of the content even more so. Like, you know, when we talk, Tiffany wears t-shirts joking about beauty channels with me. But the truth is I have just as good a time hanging out with them. As a matter of fact, our featured channel for Monday will be Froggy Went to Knitting. And when I first hung out with her, I've been in her live streams a few times now, she's got a knitting circle, for lack of a better term. And what happens is they do a StreamYard panel. There are a few people sitting around knitting, talking about knitting and stuff like that. And I have just as good a time hanging out with them talking about that as I do in any other live stream talking about anything else. So hopefully you'll find the same thing. Oh, Tiffany wears t-shirts, says only about 100 out of 15 actually watch. And there you go. Yes, instant reaction talks, the wheel of weight. Let's go right now with the wheel. So Mr. Shelton TV, thank you one more time for your super chat. Mr. B and I, thank you as well. And of course, Jack Dawson. So emotion is coming up right now. We're going to look for this channel by typing in emotion, new soul, R&B. And when you find channels like this that have either popular words or popular names in their words and they are struggling with the search results, one of the best things you can do is search, find, and click on them. It works wonders for them with the algorithm, as you can imagine. And then oh, thank you, Kitty Mom Crochet. See, I was recommended by Froggy Went to Knitting. And there was another channel that just mentioned to me that they were sent here from Neil's channel. Is it Hawk Paranormal SNC? And thank you for the share on Twitter. Yes, I was in... oh, the name is escaping me, and you just mentioned it. Yes, Nocturnal Nation. I was just in his live stream last night. So this is an example, right, of... I hope everybody's out there supporting each other as much as we all can. It gets harder, right? As you follow more and more channels, it becomes impossible to support everybody. If we're all doing as much as we can, everybody will win, of course. But when I'm out there supporting other creators, for instance, I was in Nocturnal Nation's live stream just for about 15-20 minutes last night, and right away, a couple of more people are here today, or at least one more channel for now is here. But we know that also, like I talk about the beauty channels, the paranormal niche, if you want to call it that, and that kind of, I'm kind of pigeonholing it, but it gets very expansive. There's a lot of different niches that go along with that, and they have a tight-knit community as well. It started with a friend of ours named Past Life Explorer, and then Grinch 1984 and a few others. And you know, we keep growing a leg of the Tuber Chat community from these channels and from that community. And that's the same thing that's going to happen for you when you're out visiting other channels and supporting each other in live streams and premieres and stuff like this. You'll have conversations with people, and you'll find yourself getting organic growth there. Emotion has 243 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards 250. They'll be halfway on their road to 300. And Eli Family 1983, good to see you back in the house. We ran into each other yesterday, I think in a couple of live streams, but at least one. And I certainly don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, I should get around to everybody. And then I will start adding names to the wheel from our list very, very shortly. Gathering Place is going to be our featured channel for tomorrow. That live stream will start an hour later than today's. And we move the live streams around every week so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Gathering Place has an abundance of energy. As a matter of fact, as a creator, this is a dynamic creator, and you'll likely have fun hanging out with them. They have one of the highest levels of energy, I think, that I've seen in a creator in my days here on YouTube. So you're sure to be entertained, if not inspired, by this creator when you get a chance to hang out with them. So hopefully everybody is Otherwise, doing okay. Arloic, sorry I didn't welcome you. I know you've been here since the beginning. Thank you for coming in. And it is, as a matter of fact, Arloic is an easy name to remember. And that happens to be a DJ who's got even more music. Emotion has music, and then Arloic has music mixed sets, as you can imagine, that you can enjoy on his channel as well. He's recently come into the Tuber Chat community. Two Boys and Their Pops is here. Thank you for coming in. And Emotion, thank you so much for your extremely generous super chat, that $20 super chat. I really do appreciate that. That's fantastic. Absolutely not necessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And we've already looked at that channel, but I appreciate that. Emotion has been a generous and loyal and dedicated supporter of Tuber Chat for a little while now. So let's spin the wheel one more time, and we're going to have an even better look at Gathering Place tomorrow, when they are our featured channel. And like I said, Froggy Went to Knitting will be our featured channel for Monday. I may move the time of Monday's live stream much earlier, so we'll see about that after today's finish. I always schedule the streams in advance so that you can plan if you need to. Hopefully you have the notification bell on, but otherwise you can get notified about individual live streams if you would like to. I try to have them all done before Friday, sometimes even a couple of days in advance. The Zeophobic 73 channel, thank you for coming in. It's always good to see you here. That's another creator who's been with Tuber Chat for quite some time now. And looks like everybody's doing okay. This is Artfully Blind with Diana. So she happens to be a gold member. She has shown lots of generosity and impact within the Tuber Chat community. But as well, because of that, she gets a guaranteed feature of some sort every single day, like the slides you saw at the beginning of the live stream. And we'll take a break and do more of those later and play some at the end. And then as well, her link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we will soon see. Kitty Mom Crochet, thank you so much. Yeah, here we say a lot of silly things in the chat. I wonder if that's what you're talking about. But because we don't, like, sub for sub behavior is absolutely against YouTube's community guidelines. We're here for much more than that. The truth is, everybody is expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to theirs here. And it gets easier the more time you spend here. For newer channels, most of the people who are here for months or weeks before have been here many times, will not go to a brand new channel until they watch how you interact with everybody else first to make a judgment call for themselves as to whether you may be genuine before they will connect with you. It's very important that we all do as much as we can to support each other and follow the full procedure, watching a 3-minute video, leaving a long, meaningful comment, giving a thumbs up, turning the notification bell on when you subscribe to everybody, and that should make our connection stick. And then yes, Froggy Went to Knitting is, you know, she's a dynamic creator too. And if you'd have asked me 4 years ago if I would ever find myself hanging out in a knitting circle on YouTube, I may not have been so quick to say, yeah, I expect that. However, you know, Froggy Went to Knitting is a channel that happened to come through here, and you know, obviously with a very memorable name, was noticed right away. When I went out and was able to hang out with them the first time, they were having just as dynamic a conversation as you find almost anywhere in live streams. So I've been lucky to catch her 3 or 4 times now at least. And because she is such an impactful creator that has such a loyal and dedicated following, I thought it only fitting that we feature her channel for that reason. Shutterbug Infinity is here. Thank you for coming in. And our dear, dear friends, 2 Pineapples are in the house. Let's make sure we get you up right away. They are constantly live. One of the things while we talk about, you know, connecting and other people's live streams and stuff like that, 2 Pineapples is another creator who shares information. We talk offline on Instagram and wherever else outside of YouTube. And they share ideas and things that are working for them. Their channel is growing rapidly. One of the fastest that we see in the Tuber Chat community, as a matter of fact, for a number of reasons. And one of the things that they suggest is that when you're in a live stream supporting other creators, it's the conversation that gets the strong and solid foundation for your friendship started, right? So not always, you know, running in, come on guys, let's bake, let's dance, let's roll, let's connect, showing you love and all that stuff. That's fine too. Not every live stream is a growth stream, so you always want to be mindful of that. One of the things I always suggest is when you get into a live stream, always say hello to the host, always say hello to the moderator, say hello to the whole chat, you know, if you want to. That's great etiquette. And then as well, just get some conversation happening first. You will find yourself with as many subscribers coming to you just out of conversation as you do from asking everybody to bake and dance and roll and all that other good stuff. Where you can see your watch hours gathering place. Yes, as a matter of fact, thank you so much. Thank you for your super chat. So let me see how I can get on that quickly. I just want to make sure I'm not missing too much else in the chat. Thank you for that super chat. So let's just do that right now, and then I will spin the wheel, and then I will get to adding names right away. So let me get into my YouTube studio. It's on the left-hand side. There are a lot of numbers that you can get into when you start getting into your analytics. But I'm going to show you the only number that matters. A lot of it is deceitful because it is estimates through your analytics. And you will be confused possibly by trying to read where your... I don't have it. I keep forgetting this. Let me see if I'm going to switch accounts for a second, and I'm going to show you. I have another account here. Because when you're monetized, this one number goes away. The one magic number. Because you don't need it anymore. Once you're monetized, right? Unless you get demonetized, it can become a problem. So you go on the left-hand side to your monetization tab, and right here you see these two dials. This is a brand new channel that I've started. I'll talk more about this maybe next week when it's ready to go. So here I've got only 5 subscribers, 1,000 needed, and then 0 public watch hours out of 4,000 required. When these two dials get all the way to the right-hand side, that is when you will enter monetization review. No other number in your analytics matters, although you can look. I'm not going to have much analytics on this channel to show everybody, but when we look, you can see here some watch time that you're getting, and you can change your graph to say over the last 365 days. So you need 4,000 hours or 240,000 minutes over the last 365 days, and it changes daily. But this number is very deceitful because it's an estimate. Not every watch hour counts as public watch hours. That's a very important thing to notice. And then that monetization tab on your left-hand side where the dials turn, that's the only number that matters. When that number reaches 4,000, you're ready to be reviewed. So hopefully that's helpful. I know I made it long-winded for something so simple. Faith's World, good to see you here. Thank you very much for coming in. How do you get demonetized, Faith's World? There's actually a few different ways. So I've seen a few channels have that happen recently. One of them was it's possible to get demonetized for too many copyright strikes. It's possible to get demonetized for invalid traffic clicks. This is something we saw a handful of channels go through, which is horrifying. Because you cannot, within the guidelines, ask anybody to click on your ads or watch your ads or any of that stuff. You cannot do that in any way, shape, or form. So please never, never, never. You can't watch your owns. Certainly don't click on your owns on your own. Even before I got to YouTube, I've been on AdSense for at least 10 years, if not 15, whatever it is, right? And I saw a channel get kicked out of AdSense. If you get kicked out of AdSense, you're basically banned for life. So you got to play some real games with identity and driver's licenses and all this other stuff to try to maneuver a way back in. So that was for clicking on somebody's own ads. And then it doesn't even have to be justified. You just never want to encourage anybody to do that. There can also be, if your content is determined by YouTube to be unsuitable for all audiences, and really what I'm talking about is mostly adult stuff of all different kinds. If you do not clearly mark that stuff, and YouTube has to go through and find it, or God forbid people go and flag it for you, you can find your entire channel demonetized, and we've seen that happen as well. So that's really unfortunate, and we don't want that to happen to anybody. This is Two Pineapples. They are dear friends of Tuber Chat. We talk all the time, and they are willing to share information to be spread throughout the community. Hopefully everybody will rally around them. They're usually live. I guess not right this minute, but they will be soon. If they're not, they usually are live 24/7. So if you're able to connect with Two Pineapples, you'll see, like I said, their channel is growing rapidly. There's much to be learned from these creators, as well as entertained and inspired by. But you will have a good time hanging out in their live streams as well. They live in a gorgeous area of Hawaii and are able to bring us all kinds of just beautiful footage. Gamer World, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Instant Reaction Talk still hanging out. Andy Ace Flaw 1, good to see you here. Love how no channel is considered too small to help. Absolutely not, Kitty Mom Crochet. As a matter of fact, we put some focus on brand new channels. We know that the algorithm is hitting channels with less than 100 subscribers the hardest. So we talk about ways that we can do even more for them. Yvonne Fournet's Kitchen, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed too many people in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. I know my speeches get very long-winded. Let's add some names to the wheel. I did promise I was going to do that. We're going to get to Super Duper Elite Gamer, who's been with us from the beginning of the live stream today. We're going to look at a brand new channel, Hawk Paranormal ESTNC. Sam's Log Trains and More. I never want to encourage anybody to do anything like that. I certainly don't want to encourage anybody ever to be running their own ads, running their own playlist, or any of that stuff. I would rather see you swap playlists with other creators, because it's the friendships that are going to give your channel its strong and solid foundation, right? 100 true friends to give every video that you have its head start is going to work wonders for you. I'd rather see you do that. Norfolk Dash Cam is up right now, and I see Two Boys and Their Pops have given us a super chat. Thank you so much for that. I hadn't already noticed that Emotion took over as our stream boss, which is cool, but Two Boys and Their Pops have knocked some life off of the stream boss now. Norfolk Dash Cam has 686 subscribers, so hopefully we can push this channel a little bit closer towards the 700 that they're thinking about. And yeah, today is an extremely great day. We've got a busy chat. We've got a handful of new channels that have come through. There's one that I didn't mention. I'm so sorry. Exploring with Spooky Shaziz. Oh. Exploring with Spooky Shazzy. I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing that properly for you. It's great to have you here for the first time. Forgive me, I did see your channel earlier, but I get into my long speeches, and it took me a little while to get around to welcoming you. But hopefully you've been feeling welcome. Hopefully you're already meeting lots of friends and family members. I certainly don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. Two Boys and Their Pops. Again, thank you so much for that generous super chat. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up next before I spin the wheel again. And I will get right to adding some more names to the wheel. Every time I get down to about 5 or 6, we add some names. Classy Cookeries in the house. Thank you for coming in. And TWT, thank you for the TWT TV. Thank you for the kind words. That is the second channel from Lil Red and Bunny Tracks. They were featured just last week, as a matter of fact. Yeah, the way that the wheel works, hopefully everybody's had a chance to read our video description. I update it regularly, so my suggestion is, even if you're here regularly in Tuber Chat, please take a moment to read that at least once a week, in case I add something important or new, or we change something. Hopefully everybody's seen it, and then it goes through how the wheel works and how we go about adding more channels and stuff like that. We're going to look at Two Boys and Their Pops. And so thank you one more time for your super chat, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. Over 1,000 subscribers, so they got about 1,040 right now, and we'd love to push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 1,050, and get them halfway on their road to 1,100. If anybody hasn't already shared the stream, if you have the ability on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. I know that FIFA World Other Gaming is doing it for sure. They give us a thumbs up all the way from New York City every time. Thank you for coming in. Triss is here. Not sure if I welcomed you. I know you've been here for a little while, but hopefully you're already meeting new friends and family members for your channel as well. And hopefully everybody's doing okay. And then let us think about adding a couple names to the wheel, and then I will spin. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again. I'll appreciate your patience. Give me 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message. It helps me see it a little bit easier. I know it's too much for everybody to type the @ symbol and the entire Tuber chat connect and grow, especially if you're on a phone. My analytics tell me that 60 or 70% of people who are here in Tuber chat are on a phone, so it's much easier when you're on a computer to start firing away people's names and stuff like that. Thank you, Scratch and Pete, for reminding everybody to thumbs up as well. And again, if anybody's willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Radical Productions is going to come up as well. And then I'll add some more in a little bit. Let's spin one more time. Two Boys and Their Pops, thank you for the super chat. St. Clair's Republic, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I think you were here the other day, right? This is your second time in Tuber Chat, I think. And forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. We have a lot of dynamic creators like always. And everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions in our video description, which I'm sure you've already seen, then you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. The How To Lady is a dynamic creator as well. There's obviously much to be learned on this channel, as well as entertained and inspired by. With 131 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther, maybe even to 140 today. Get her moving on that road to 200. And Emotion is reaching out to swap playlists. I know Jack Dawson will be willing to if he's still here. And Instant Reaction Talks, yes, the Wheel of Weight. But I see you there. You're actually just a few names away on my list. Here's Bautissimo, and you can see the list of names. I just added Radical Productions. Miner Zach123, Kitty Mom Crochet, and Instant Reaction Talks will be coming up in the next round by the look of it. Pardon me for 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, pardon me for that. Thank you, everybody. Let me whip my studio back together here. I did a review of this portable green screen. If any of you are looking for something like that, I did that on my personal channel. I love the thing, but it allows me to run Tuber Chat from almost anywhere. Classy Cookery's willing to swap playlists. And thank you, FIFA World Other Gaming, for reminding everybody to thumbs up. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. Natural Blogs, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Kitty Mom Crochet, one of your friends just recently put up their first video. I'm always happy to see more creators starting, you know, coming into the YouTube world and start creating. It's wonderful that everybody can help each other, and what happens is while we you know, it's not competition, right? Like, we don't have to take subscribers away from each other to get them. We're just expanding the pool of subscribers that are out there, and everybody can share. Pardon me for... Of course I'm muted. Okay, forgive me for that. One of the things that we want to talk about is, while we're connected, and thank you everybody for letting me know that I was muted. One of the things we want to make sure that we're doing is always connecting with the full procedure very thoroughly, right? So what that means, we say a lot of silly things in the chat, but what we're talking about is visiting a channel, watching a full video of at least 3 minutes, leaving a long, meaningful comment on the video. That's what it means to say, I've been to your house and left a package. The comment is the package. This is what people can find and know that you've connected with them the right way. Then you thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. It's important for everybody always to be following the full procedure, doing as much as you can for the other creator while you're connecting with them, so that YouTube does not take your connections away. They've been aggressively purging for the last 6 months or so, and it's driving everybody crazy. And I don't want that to happen to you. You should be able to meet up to 10 creators per hour here on Tuber Chat for the time that you spend, but any more than that is too fast, and YouTube will likely take your connections away. So if you notice that somebody is not connecting the right way, they say they've left you a package but they haven't, please reach out to me on Tuber Chat on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuber Chat. Anybody can reach out to me there, and I can discreetly, either here in the chat or outside, get everybody onto the right page, because we have a lot of new creators that come through the chat and they may not have done this before. Lots of people have seen other live streams. They know what they're doing before they get here. But if somebody's seeing this for the first time, we want to guide newcomers, into doing things the right way, so that you also have an easier time when you're out in other live streams. There are literally hundreds of live streams out there where you can meet people the same way that you do here in Tuber Chat. I just tend to make this one the most strict, so that, first of all, you're getting the most loyal and dedicated supporters while you're here, and then you have an easier time when you're out in other live streams, meeting friends and family members as well. I can't stream 24 hours a day, so when I can't be here, I want you to be growing your channel as well. Mr. Naz TV, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And RIP Skeletons Graveyard Explorers, thank you for coming in. I believe we're supposed to have been connected, and I have not been through my watch later list yet. So forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but if I haven't already done it, I promise it's there waiting, and I absolutely will. Janetti's Corner has 414 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther, maybe even to 420, and a little bit closer on the road to 500. She will be halfway on the road to the magical 1K. Around the same area is Just Vlogging Life. They happen to be a gold member, so we'll see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. With 452 subscribers, they're getting pretty close to 500. I'm hoping we can push them as well. They're an extremely generous and loyal and dedicated supporter from Tuber Chat, and have been previously featured, of course. The Xenophobic 73 channel. You know, if I took every time that I forgot to unmute my mic and put that all into one blooper reel, it would probably be just as long as a regular 2-hour Tuber Chat live stream. The thing is, so I love the microphone that I use, right? I use a Razer Siren X, for those of you who want to know, and I have an equipment list in our video description that you can check out. But you see the button and the green light on there. When I mute, you can see that the light turns red, but if I'm not looking right at it, then it's easy for me to just start talking and leave it muted. I've done it a million times. I thought I was getting better at it, but that's okay. And then, yes, Two Boys and Their Pops is saying if you can watch for a few minutes, it helps. Yes, everybody should be watching videos for at least 3 minutes. Thomas Nozek, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yes, anyone who visits your house will get the same. However, here in Tuber Chat, just so you know, the best success is always found in making the first move. Most of the channels that come to Tuber Chat regularly will not go to a brand new channel that they see until they watch how you interact with everybody else first, anybody that's new, so that they can make a judgment call as to whether you might be genuine before they will connect with you. So that's just something to keep in mind. Nocturnal Nation, thank you for coming in. I know you sent us friends today, so thank you very much for that. I had a good time hanging out with them. That's the channel I was talking about that I was hanging out in a live stream last night. Wolfsbane Explorations is at 514. And then the only other thing that I'll ask everybody, it's not that much of a big deal, but in live streams like this, where you're meeting other friends and family members, whether it's Tuber Chat or any of the other hundreds of ones that are out there, you always want to limit your emojis to 2 or 3, but you're free to use them if you'd like to. I love when the chat is nice and colorful and everybody's having fun. But we limit it to 2 or 3, and then whenever you're going to use a number, please spell it out with words. The reason why I ask is, again, it's not such a big deal here in Tuber Chat, but you will find that in a lot of other live streams like this, moderators and hosts will bounce like right on you as soon as you start to do anything that they don't want, and a lot of people consider numbers in the chat to be spam, even though I don't necessarily buy that myself. I just want you to have an easier time when you're out there, even when you're not here with Tuber Chat. So it's something to keep in mind, and I'll appreciate that from everybody, of course. And oh wow, Gathering Place has, yes, over 1,000. We saw that channel earlier. It's nice to see people in the chat congratulating each other as well. I'm always happy when people are supporting each other in many different ways. And then thank you, Andy, from Ace Flaw 1. Oh, that's okay. No, Kitty Mom Crochet, I wasn't specifically speaking about your channel, by the way, when I mentioned that. I'm just saying kind of in general more than anything else, and if somebody was... anybody can reach out to me on Instagram and let me know if there's anybody in particular that I need to try to, talk to about it. Because not everybody is listening to every word that I say the whole time that the live stream's on. Sometimes people have the volume off, or they're supposed to be out visiting other channels, watching their video and coming back. So this is the other reason why it's so important to start a conversation first, and make sure somebody is engaging with you and interacting before you connect. You want to make sure that you've got their attention. Otherwise, you could connect, first of all, to the wrong channel if they've got a popular name, or you could be connecting and they may not know that you have done that. So it's an idea always to get conversation going. And like I said, that's kind of what I was trying to allude to the other, a couple of minutes ago when I was talking about Two Pineapples and their suggestions from their live streams, where getting a conversation going is a great way to get... find yourself with lots of subscribers, because they will take an interest in what you have to offer without you having to say, come and visit my house and I'll get you and all that other stuff. And there you go. Yes. Two Pineapples makes another point here. When you watch a channel's entire video, it makes it easier to have a conversation, because even if you've only ever just watched one video from that creator, you can say, oh, hey, by the way, I saw that video that you put up about the sea turtles. They were really cool. I can't believe that they can just walk around and swim around and eat like that, or whatever it is that they're doing. I'm making a fake example here, but you know what I'm talking about. So Two Pineapples makes a great point. I hope everybody will get a chance to hang out in their live streams, because you will find engaging conversation and very warm welcome always, especially from their regular crowd. Okay, hopefully everybody's doing okay. And then Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. So I'm getting the merch together right now, and I will have stuff available in the UK shortly. I've decided to go on a couple of different directions. I have screen printed t-shirts like the ones that I wear. Those are available on eBay, so I can send them anywhere. But I'm using merch by Amazon, which is like Spreadshirt and Printful and Teespring and all that stuff. But Amazon does it themselves. The thing is, they insist on splitting country by country, and you have to start small. You can only put a few things up, and as you sell a little bit, you can add more and add more and add more. So as that goes on, hopefully within the next few months, I'll be able to expand out and I'll have stuff available. But officially, Tuber Chat t-shirts are here now. So that'll be interesting. I've been waiting for those for a long time. Thank you for asking, though. And Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters, good to see you here. Kristen Welton, my love, is in the chat as a member and a moderator, of course. Oh, Two Boys and Their Pops is talking about they're looking for singers and musicians. That's very cool. So hopefully everybody will connect with them as well. So we've got Unmasked Lifestyle up here. This is a creator, like I said, who has been a generous and loyal and dedicated supporter for a long time. We've actually done a couple things together. They did a 1,000 subscriber giveaway not too long ago. They are officially monetized and everything, but a couple weeks ago we did this, 3 weeks ago here. And you'll see I co-hosted with them, which was a lot of fun and a great thing to do. The Red Devil, good to see you here. The how-to lady, thank you so much. I hope that most often I can bring value with the things that I talk about. So a lot of you won't know yet, but I actually run a few channels for other people as well. That's how I got my start on YouTube many years ago. And that was before I even started my own channels. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. The biggest channel that I run just hit 12,000 subscribers, actually, and we have millions of views and all that good stuff. But I wish for us to all share our information here in Tuber Chat so that everybody can benefit, myself included. I constantly want to improve. I constantly want to do better with everything that I do, as everybody probably does as well. And so the more information that we can all share together, the better off everybody, you know, hopefully is going to be. Let's spin one more time, and then I know Instant Reaction Talks is dying to get on the wheel. I think it's time we're finally going to get them on. Kitty Mom Crochet, thank you so much for your generous super chat. For that reason, we're going to look at your channel right after Radical Productions here. And then I will add some names to the wheel right now, and we will get to spinning again right after that. So Radical Productions is coming up right here. They do a lot of nonprofit work, so I hope everybody will have a look at this channel because they are growing very rapidly as well. As you can see, with 4.4K already, 4,400 subscribers plus, they're actually doing well. And there's reason for that. These are another bunch of dynamic creators who you will likely find inspiration and entertainment from while they go out and spread positivity and optimism into the world. So Kitty Mom Crochet will come up next, and it looks like we're going to have one more before I start spinning the wheel, but I am going to get a few more names onto the wheel right now. So bear with me while I refresh my windows. I know I've gotten into some long speeches today, so hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment, just please mention it again. I'll appreciate your patience. Give me 3 thumbs up at the beginning of a message, and I will be happy to try to catch it the next time around. And then, yeah, thank you, Wolfsbane Explorations. Thank you so much for sending some people over to Tuber Chat. I really do appreciate that. This is how we continue to grow. We're very lucky that in every live stream, that along with the fact that I move the live streams around so that we can meet different creators from different time zones every live stream, we end up always having a good mix of about 20 to 30% new channels in our chats. Along with a lot of people who've been with us for months and months and months. And, you know, now that we're in March, we're only 2 months away from the 1-year anniversary. Tuber Chat started live streaming in May. So we'll be looking forward to that coming up. We're on episode number 166 today, so we're looking forward to 200 coming up eventually. Chef BC, Sherry Bliss VSC, thank you so much for your super chat. We're going to look at your channel next. And Radical Productions, like I said, they do a lot of community work, so I hope everybody will check out that channel and have a look at what they're doing. I'm always happy to see positivity and optimism spread throughout the community. Kitty Mom Crochet, thank you for your super chat. We are a brand new connection. I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes if I can find one. You've got a lot of long videos and a lot of shorter videos. But I'll see what I can find here. Here's an 11-minute one. I'll take this one and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up. I will subscribe. And I will turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, where, like I said, your friend Froggy Went to Knitting will be featured this week. And we move the times around so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC is coming up right now. This is another creator who I believe came to us from Vern's Junk Closet. She has 265 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther as well, and we will get them moving. They are getting close on their road to 300. Wolfsbane Exploration. So I look at channels based on my robot tells me in which order to put channels up on the wheel and onto the screen and this and that, but eventually we usually get around to almost everybody. So when it's time, I'll add your name to the wheel. I'm going to be adding a few names right now. And then when your channel's up, I'll make a point to have a look and see if there's anything that I noticed that I think could be helpful at all. Oh, wow. Two Boys and Their Pops got some interviews going on as well with some well-known names. Will I be doing a tutorial video about Reddit? I certainly should, Thrill Seeks. Baskets Resale is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Kristen Walton. And let me get to our list. Instant Reaction Talks is coming up. I'll get a few more names and then we'll spin. And thank you one more time, Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Emotion became the stream boss today, but everybody's already knocked so much life out of them. It's interesting to see. The how-to lady we looked at. Instant Reaction Talks is now on the wheel of weight. it's the wheel of doom, says Mr. Naz, but Instant Reaction Talks is calling it the wheel of weight. Two Boys and Their Pops we looked at, of course, and thank you one more time. Miner Zach123 has been back with us for a while. Let's spin and we'll get another channel up, and then I'll think about adding a few more names shortly. My windows are starting to freeze on me here. Baskets Resale just walked in, but they've got some good luck here, so we're going to look at their channel next. With 426 subscribers now on this channel. This creator has two channels. They have Baskets with thousands of subscribers, and then they have Baskets Resale that they're working on aggressively now. And we're watching this channel grow because with 426 subscribers, they're now on their road to 500. And they will be halfway on the road to the magical 1K soon. Wonder if these... Oh, Bobby Loves Beauty, we were speaking highly about you earlier as well. Thank you for coming in. Okay, try to catch up with leaving comments on channels after this. So Kitty Mom Crochet, typically what everybody's doing is they're going one at a time right now. If you're connecting with more than 10 people per hour here, it's too fast. And what will happen is YouTube will end up taking subscriptions away from you tomorrow, and we don't want that to happen. It happens, it's not anybody's fault. It's YouTube that does it, but they do it regularly and to everybody. And they do it based on what they deem are invalid or inactive accounts. So it's unfair, you know, and everything else drives everybody bananas. And I don't want to scare anybody. It's just something that's a reality for all of us right now. It's very important to do as much as we can for other creators. If you find yourself falling behind because so many people are coming to you, that's great. That's great news. And then yes, absolutely, you can connect with people afterwards. Whatever I suggest everybody does here, or like I keep telling everybody that I have written in our video description, obviously feel free to do more. The more you can do for other creators, the better, and that might even solidify those connections. So let's just say as quickly as you can within reason, and even if it has to be afterwards, people aren't going to be upset with you for connecting with them afterwards if you need to. And then just keep in mind, we're always watching a full video of at least 3 minutes, better if it's 4, 5, or 6 minutes, leaving a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video. It's one of the most important parts. Give the thumbs up, turn the bell on for everyone, subscribe of course, and then consider even adding a second video into your watch later list that you can run later anytime after the stream, and that will help as well. My dear Kristen Welton has just given a super chat. She is always in the chat as a member and a moderator. Lil Frenchie in Big Texas was featured last week. Thank you for coming back in. And forgive me if I'm missing stuff in the chat. I am seeming to be always behind today. And yes, we are absolutely in love. The Valley's Journey, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Cooking with Miss Brown, good to see you here. Never late. You know, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like as we grow and follow more and more creators. So I appreciate every moment that everybody spends here in Tuber Chat. Thrill Seeks is coming up now. And as a matter of fact, so we have to take a break shortly, and Kristen is going to have a premiere that's going to come up after Tuber Chat, probably in an hour. We usually last about 2.5 hours here on Tuber Chat, and then we'll go and raid her premiere. This is Thrill Seeks, who's been another loyal, dedicated, and generous creator with Tuber Chat for quite some time now. Happens to be a silver member, so they get a guaranteed feature of some sort every single day, usually with those slides that we see at the beginning and the end of the live stream, as well as when we take our break. But also, Thrill Seeks is usually here with us in the live streams anyway. So with 830 subscribers, we're seeing David from Thrill Seeks get very, very close. They are moving towards 900 and will soon be on the official road towards the magical 1K. And there you go, yeah. Thrill Seek says they always grab a second video and have it playing while they're sleeping. What I'm talking about is the idea. You can take any video, like for instance, let's just take his latest one, and I'll add it into my watch later list. What that will allow you to do is anytime after the live stream, you could do it when you go to bed if you want. You just let your watch later list run, and what that does is it shows YouTube that you went back for any creators that you have in your watch later list and watched a second video already. You absolutely did care that much about connecting with them, and it was absolutely deliberate. So the idea is hopefully that will help solidify the connection, and they won't be so quick to take those away either. Mr. Fulton Mraz is in the house. Thank you so much. He has a new video out and has shared for us. He always shares for Tuber Chat and has been with us for a long, long time. Khalid Delicious Food, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for the kind words. Khalid Delicious Food is my best friend, is always saying the kindest things and spreading positivity and optimism through our chat every time they're here. So, yes, thank you, the how-to lady. I don't mean to miss anything in the chat. I know I'm missing things here. I'm trying to catch... Oh, yes, okay. If I miss anything in the chat, just please be patient with me. I've been way behind the whole live stream. I'm trying to get better at this, but if you don't mind mentioning again, if you left a question or a comment that you wanted me particularly to see, leave 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message. It'll help me see it a little bit little bit easier. I know it's too much for everybody on a phone to type out the entire Tuber Chat Connect and Grow with that @ symbol and everything else. And cooking with Miss Brown as well. Hopefully everybody is, and hopefully everybody's doing well, meeting new friends and family members. Khalid, delicious food. We won't be extending the time today, but tomorrow we'll be here actually an hour later than today. We're looking at Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, which is another creator who is with us all the time here in Tuber Chat, happens to be a member, and for once I didn't forget to put them on the wheel when I saw them today. X-Love, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That's a brand new channel for Tuber Chat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More often does live streams and allows people to connect the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. As well, I just wanted to show you something. So here in the bottom of Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is a featured channel section. And I haven't talked about that yet today, but when you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and especially on the YouTube algorithm. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. If you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, please make sure that I know, because I absolutely love to return that favor. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has 1,110 or so subscribers. We're hoping to push this channel a little bit farther on their road to 1,200. Venom for Life, good to see you here. There's another channel that's been and the Valley Journey is just saying your notification bell is not working. It is not set on Made for Kids. Help. So I don't think notifications have been working again this weekend very well. If anybody in the chat wants to let me know, did you actually get a notification for Tuber Chat today? Because it seemed to me that it's not working as well as it always should. But this is a problem, I think, universally around YouTube. The other thing too is you might want to check out your videos. Videos themselves can be set to made for kids or not made for kids, and then as well the channel itself can be set. So that's a thought. Have a look at those. If not, maybe reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuber Chat, and I'll be happy to see if there's any other ideas I can come up with for you to help. It's a little bit much for me to be able to get into here on the live stream without being able to get into the channel, of course. Oh, thank you so much, Khalid. Delicious food. Thank you. And then, yes, Ace Flaw 1, no, they're easy to find. As long as you get the right spelling. Ace Flaw 1's been with Tuber Chat and with myself since before Tuber Chat even existed. Bugsy Cruiser's in the house. Thank you for coming in. Good to see you here. Shanette Williams must be here. Sorry you slipped by me, but I noticed somebody reaching out to you right now. It's good to see you here. That's an extremely dynamic host as well, if you're able to catch her on either videos or live streams. The Robertsons did not get a notification. They said, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for coming in, of course. X-Love, hello to you too. And, yeah, notifications don't always work. So, not that it matters. Tuber Chat has an extremely high ratio of people who have the notification bell on. Much, much, much higher than is expected in the averages of YouTube. But that's partially done because of what Tuber Chat is, right? Because it's a utility type channel. Like, you know, the best success is found when you're here in the live streams. It makes sense that people would, you know, as much as possible not want to miss it while it's on, whereas with a lot of other live streams, not that it's any different, but like in my personal channel, for instance, if you can't catch it right now, you could just watch it later, right, is the idea with a lot of content. But for the notification bells that are on, we have over 1,000 people with notification bells on for us, but there are not 1,000 people here in the chat. Not everybody can make it into every single live stream, of course, but we know that the notification bells are not always working the way that they should. Bugsy Cruiser, thank you so much for your super chat. I am going to take a short break, and then we're going to put Bugsy Cruiser up. Then I will get back to spinning the wheel, and we'll get some more names on there. AceFlaw1, Andy says he did get the notification, so thank you for that. And then hopefully everybody other than that is doing okay. Shelton TV, thank you for being here. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, I should get around to everybody. So I'm going to take a break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel. All right, we are back and ready to attack. This is Bugsy Cruiser, another generous creator who has been back with Tuber Chat again and again. Thank you one more time for your super chat. It looks to me like you changed your banner again. Did you just a minor change? I think the main font there is changed. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but I think so. And then other than that, hopefully everybody is doing okay. Meeting new friends and family members. Thank you, Khalid. Delicious food. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for spreading positivity and optimism through the chat. I'm always happy to hear that kind of stuff. Oh, Bugsy Cruiser did the Hornblower cruise. So many people might be familiar with Maid of the Mist in Niagara Falls, New York. And it's popular on the television show The Office. They got married on that boat. Spoiler alert from a show that's 10 years old. But it's also in a lot of movies and things like that. On Canada's side of the border, we have a matching cruise that's called the Hornblower. It does the same thing. Stays on our side, so that's what Bugsy Cruiser is talking about. I still have yet to do it. I haven't done it yet. When I do, I'll try to live stream for that if I can get signal down there, but that'll be interesting. And then hopefully everybody's doing okay. And then, yeah, the how-to lady, likely what will happen, like I said, with newer creators that come through Tuber Chat, a lot of the people who have been here many times before will wait before connecting with a brand new channel. So the success is always found in making the first move, reaching out to others. A good idea is always to get a conversation started so that you can start to feel out the creator before even connecting with them. We have lots of different creators that come through Tuber Chat. Some come quickly and leave. Others come regularly and stay for a long time. You know, not everybody can just be here for 2 hours every time I decide it's convenient for me to live stream, and that's understandable, of course. But you can get an idea of how genuine a creator is by watching even conversations that they're having with other people or joining in those conversations. And as I tell the stories about the channels that come through the chat and the ones I put on the screen, hopefully you'll get an idea of a lot of the loyal and dedicated supporters that come through Tuber Chat. Okay, thank you so much, Nocturnal Nation. Like I said, I was hanging out in their live stream last night and had a good time. Hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And I know that they are a loyal and dedicated supporter that's been with Tuber Chat for a while, so they'll get back to you for sure. Thank you, Venom for Life. Yes, true that, indeed. Yeah, Khalid, delicious food. It'd be nice if anybody could visit. We're having, you know, obviously the world is in its own disarray right now, but as travel opens back up, maybe a year from now, we'll see that travel might be back to some kind of, you know, I know a lot of people use the term back to normal. I don't know if we're ever going to see that. But as things open up, maybe we'll get a lot more real-life collaborations happening. My dear friend Vern's Junk Closet was hoping to come up to my area in the spring of last year and ended up having that not happen. That's a collaboration that could have taken place, and hopefully we'll get to that eventually. There are several creators around me here. Huntophobia is a channel, and the creator has talked about the idea of me collaborating with them, taking me somewhere abandoned and scary to see if I can handle it and how we'll handle that together. So that's a thought. But in real life, collaborations are a great idea. I've been very lucky to be able to do a few. I hope everybody will keep that in mind as something that can really be great content for your channel if it's suitable. And then hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay. This is Kristen Walton. She happens to be my love. Thank you for the super chat, my darling. With 1,250 or so subscribers, she's obviously well on her way. She does a lot of variety, including unboxings, and she's done some collaborations with other creators as well. So hopefully everybody will rally around her. She's always in here as a member and a moderator. The McCrazies, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I thought you've been in Tuber Chat before, but my robot is welcoming you. So if I'm wrong about that, maybe you haven't been in a live stream yet. I thought that you had, so forgive me if that's a mistake, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. Cooking with Miss Brown made me laugh. I forgot what normal is. Yes, it seems that way. And Ace Flaw 1, Andy is reaching out to hopefully see how everybody's day is going. Hopefully everybody's doing well. And there you go, Two Pineapples talking about huntophobia as well. Yeah, he had an idea of going out quite a distance from where we both are. I think he's only about an hour away from me. But he talked about going somewhere quite a distance, but I wouldn't have gone quite that far. Anywhere that has me with the idea of taking a day off from Tuber Chat will have me kind of frowning. But he's found hopefully a couple of places around here, and if we're lucky, we might be able to get that done. So I'm looking forward to it because, like I said, there's a lot of paranormal channels, if you want to call it that, and other channels within that niche here in the Tuber Chat community, and they always have loyal and dedicated communities around them as well. So I'll be really looking forward to doing an in real life collaboration that way, going somewhere abandoned and spooky and haunted and who knows what else, and we'll see what happens with that. Because it's not typically my thing. That's the thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something you wouldn't normally do is something that can make a fantastic collaboration, in my opinion. So we'll see. USA Scratchers, good to see you here. Oh, RIP Skeleton is you. Oh, you have two different channels. Forgive me, I didn't know that up until now, so that's okay. I didn't realize that was you coming in with a second channel, but hopefully everybody will rally around USA Scratcher with both of their channels. And Two Pineapples is braver than you. Yeah, I when I was a kid, we used to have a abandoned farmhouse somewhere, and it is unbelievable to think about the irresponsibility of a bunch of very young children playing around this place. Everything was broken. If I remember right, the floor had half fallen through the place and everything else. It was crazy that we were able to just go wander around that place ourselves. But it was always in the daytime. I would have never thought to go at night. And I'm not necessarily the first person that wants to go anywhere dark and spooky and abandoned and scary. I think it's the animals I'd be worried about more than anything else coming at me. But like I said, you got to. The idea might be to step out of the comfort zone. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I'll be looking for it. There you go. Exploring with Spooky Sheezy says, they live for their explorations and can't wait to get out again. Yeah, we got some horrible weather here too. Like, in southern Ontario, Canada, it gets really, really cold. So it's not ideal necessarily to be going out. I tried doing a live stream earlier in the winter season, and the phone froze in 8 minutes. Now, I have a newer phone now, but I can't bet that that's going to last in freezing weather, so I'm looking forward to getting out and doing some more outdoor live streaming as well. The how-to lady, thank you so much for your kind words. Oh, Wolfsbane Explorations just featured us on their channel, and Christy Montero, it's great to see you here. Thank you for the thumbs up. I will make sure, Wolfsbane Explorations, that I get that done. Actually, what I'll do is when we get your channel up, I'll do it right away. Hawk Paranormal ESTNC is a new connection for Tuber Chat. Now, I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes. If I can find one. Most of your stuff is quite long, actually. So I'll take this 18-minute one. I'll add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, of course, and I'll subscribe and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. and then hopefully our connection will stick, and hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Venom for Life, thank you so much for coming by. Hopefully we'll see you again very soon. Venom for Life is another creator that's been with Tuber Chat for many, many months. Oh, and then thank you, Khalid Delicious Food. Yeah, I know it's very late for you all the time. When I do live streams much earlier than what we do here, it becomes almost too early. I worry about people on the West Coast not being able to catch them because it's too early for them. So we try to move them around. I might try doing some earlier ones the next time that we go early. Instead of noon my time, maybe I'll try a little bit earlier. This is Super Duper Elite Gamer. So this is a brand new connection for Tuber Chat. And again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. I'm going to get some more names on the wheel in a moment. So I'm just going to take this 10-minute video, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream again, I will go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment. I will give you a thumbs up and subscribe and turn the notification bell on, of course, as I do for everybody, and then we will be connected. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. Again, it's Fridays around so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Calming Mind Meditations, thank you for coming in. It's great to see you here. And Hawk Paranormal, it's my pleasure to have had your channel up for a moment. Okay, I'm going to spin. I'm going to get another video up. Thank you for this. I'm going to... I'll get another channel up on the screen. Instant Reaction Talks is finally going to come up now. Hopefully they're still with us in the chat. And I'll add some names to the wheel right this instant. The Tyler Show, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Yes, Instant Reaction Talks is right there. Oh, and they featured Tuber Chat as well. I think we already did that, right? I think I featured your channel as well. But I am going to make a... I'm making a note for myself. I still use pen and paper for my notes. But I'm making a note to make sure I don't forget to do that and double check. So other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Protect Sports Network is in the house. That's another creator that was recently featured with 2 different channels. As a matter of fact, ALOT and Protect Sports Network, that's another creator. See, I'm not a sports guy. And Tony isn't always doing sports on his channels. He's often talking about, you know, personal stories and things like that. But I always have a good time hanging out, and I always get a warm welcome from his community as well. So that's an example of somebody, you know, I would not have gone out looking for sports live streams because I can't really participate in the conversation very well, right? I don't keep up with teams and players and trades and things like that that everybody might be discussing. But because there's always engaging conversation and other things going on, I'm able to participate in those chats and have a good time when I'm there. So that's what I'm talking about. So hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay. Like I said, I'm going to add some names to the wheel. I'm going to do it right this second. Khalid Delicious Food is talking about swapping playlists. If anybody in the chat is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, just please simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I didn't even realize Kristen Welton, with her super chat, became the new stream boss today. So we've already seen that roll over a couple of times. So that's interesting. And then I'm getting to my list right now. We'll get a couple more names here, and then I will talk about Instant Reaction Talks. With 56 subscribers, we're watching this channel halfway on their road to the first 100. We know that the purging and glitching that I keep talking about with the algorithm is hitting channels with under 100 subscribers the hardest. So I'm hoping that when everybody's connecting with Instant Reaction Talks, you'll go a little bit farther, leave a comment for them on their discussion tab. I'll do one right now. I didn't realize I hadn't done that for them before. Oh, we got a raid. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Let me get this done here. Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network have just come in. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate you coming in. A couple of fellow Canadians, as a matter of fact, and they have a wealth of information that they share within their live streams while allowing everybody to connect the way that they do here in Tuber Chat as well. So I hope everybody will rally around Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network. And then the other creators that are coming in from their raid. And thank you, raiders, for coming in. Thank you, Rosemary Renders. Good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're all feeling welcome. And thank you, Amarakata. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Iffy Success, good to see you here. Marie's Kinda Life is in the house. Very good. Eve Belize, our dear friend, is here from the Cubs Den raid as well. I will get actually Cubs Den. I'll show Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network before we start spinning our wheel again. I just want to finish this comment that I've got going on for instant reaction talks. This is something you can do for any creator actually under 1,000 subscribers, but I tend to do it for anybody I find under 100 to try to give the algorithm a little bit more of a boost for them. And then thank you, Raiders, for coming in. Dorcas Omori. Oh, I'm having trouble pronouncing that. Dorcas Omorui. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you or close. I certainly don't mean to butcher your name. Wow, we've got quite a few people coming in from Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network. Thank you again so much, both of you, for the raid. I really do appreciate it. They are always together. Wadito Chats, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Good to see you here. Fitness Teddy Training, good to have you in the house for the first time as well. Jamaican Kim, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And wow, do I ever appreciate this raid. We've got a lot of new channels coming through today. We've got a raid that we're going to do ourselves afterwards for a premiere coming up from Kristen Walton, but she's going to move that for another hour from now, so we've got lots of time to get lots of channels on the screen. So hopefully everybody's feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. A longtime friend of mine, Eat to Live Strong, is in the house from the Cubs Den raid as well. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully everybody here in the Tuber Chat community is giving a nice warm welcome to our raiders that are coming in from Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network. You know that if somebody's coming over from those channels, they are very much of the same mindset that we are here, and giving much more than we expect to receive. And the idea of being loyal, dedicated subscribers for your channel to give you a strong and solid foundation. Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network has a wealth of information, and they always share within their live streams. There's much to be learned from those creators, as well as inspired by and entertained by on their channels. So there's RIP Skeletons Graveyard Explorers. That's another channel from USA Scratchers. So it's good to have you in here with that channel as well. Oh, Kitty Mom Crochet. What I meant to say was that if you are meeting more than 10 creators per hour here in Tuber Chat, it's getting to the point of being, as long as you're always watching a full video of at least 3 minutes, preferably 4, 5, or 6 minutes, and leaving that meaningful, genuine comment, you should be okay. But you have to make the right decision for your own channel, and we'll see within the next couple of days what happens. Forgive me, I was in the middle of this comment. So glad to have found your channel. Keep up the great work. Be safe and well. Now, hopefully, you're going to do a better job than I am when you leave comments for people like this. I am just whipping through this very quickly to give them an extra boost on their discussion tab. But hopefully, everybody will connect with instant reaction talks. We're going to get Cubs Den up here right now, and we'll look at Blue Jeans Network as well, because they are always together. Cubs Den, I put a space in there, but it's actually all one word. This is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat as well. Thank you again so much for your raid. I really do appreciate that. Protect Sports Network, thank you for the super chat. I'm going to get your channel up right after Blue Jeans Network. Protect Sports Network we'll look at right after Blue Jeans Network. So Cubs Den, with well over 4,000 subscribers, like I said, is a wealth of information. This channel often does live streams where you're able to connect the same way that you do here in Tuber Chat to loyal and dedicated subscribers who are very serious about their channel. And Blue Jeans Network and Cubs Den do a spectacular job of sharing lots and lots of very detailed information about tips and tricks that you can use both for your videos and your channel. So thank you one more time for the raid. And of course, they do have fully monetized. They've got memberships available, and they do a lot of different things. They recognize everybody in the chat. They have discussions. They share information and then feed in information from the chat as well. So let's look at Blue Jeans Network as well. And thank you one more time for the raid. Like I said, these are fellow Canadians. And again, fully monetized. They've got memberships available as well. And Blue Jeans Network is getting very close to 2K themselves as well. But you'll always find Blue Jeans Network and Cubs Den together. And like I said, they share information much the same way that I intend to do here on Tuber Chat. But because they have a discussion between them, it's a different kind of dynamic. But you'll find lots and lots of information over there, and I hope that you'll subscribe to both of those channels. Hopefully our raiders are doing well. Grayster Time, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Khalid is in with his second channel. Good to see that as well. Princess Beyond Passions, good to see you here, and thank you for the thumbs up. Pepe's Diary, good to see you in the house as well. Janet Anaku, I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. Thank you for coming in. And to all of our raiders, I certainly don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. As long as you're still active, I should get around to everybody. Just Vlogging Life is here. We looked at that channel earlier because they happen to be a gold member, so they get a guaranteed feature of some sort every single day. And of course, their link is dropped every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot, as we've seen. Iffy Success, I think I welcomed you. Hopefully you're doing okay, and I hope I haven't missed too many channels in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, I should get around to everybody. If you mentioned a question or comment that you meant for me to see, please just mention it again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message. It'll help me see it a little bit easier, as my name is way too long for everybody to be typing on a phone easily. And the Robertsons are still in the house. Very cool. The Rights Way, thank you for coming in. We're going to look at Protect Sports Network. Thank you one more time for your super chat. This is a creator that's got 2 channels. ALOT is another one that we're very familiar with, as well as Protect Sports Network that we see here. I'm going to get a few more names onto the wheel. Calming Mind Meditations is a longtime supporter of Tuber Chat. And the way that the wheel works is it takes a long time to get on the wheel. Once you've been here for a little while, we add you to the wheel, which is random, of course. But once I spin it and your name comes up, then we put your channel up on the screen and talk about it for a moment, if that's what you would like. Trying desperately to copy and paste here, and I'm not having luck. So, Cooking with Ms. Brown is on the wheel. I'm just looking through the wheel. The list and the wheel are done basically in order, not only by how long you're here, but how much you're interacting with other creators. And we use this every time so that we can put lots of creators on the screen. I'll do TWT TV and Lil Red and Bunny Tracks at the same time, because those are 2 channels from the same creators. And hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. And forgive me for falling behind in the chat, but I really do appreciate that amazing raid that we got from Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network. It's great to have flooded so many new channels into Tuber Chat for the first time. Hopefully, you're all feeling welcome, like I said, and hopefully you're already meeting new friends and family members. You'll be very familiar with the procedure as we do things the same way here in Tuber Chat as they do at Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network. And for anybody that's willing to swap playlists, you can simply just say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, feel free to reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. And I'm willing to swap playlists with people as well. If you would like, you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuber Chat, of course. Oh my goodness. And hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. This is Eve Belize. This is another longtime member and loyal and dedicated supporter from Tuber Chat, a channel that has previously been featured, of course. And so hopefully everybody will connect with them. If you haven't already, Eve Belize is here with us very often. Not to mention is an extremely supportive creator that has been out supporting others. I run into them all the time. We've got our beloved moderator, Scratch and PPA, on the wheel now. Michael's Adventures is still in the house as well, always holding down the fort for us. And that is another creator that always believes wholeheartedly in giving much more than they expect to receive, especially when it comes to the idea of swapping playlists. So again, if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other, all we do is Tuber Chat is a meeting place here. You're free to make those arrangements independently and individually. The only thing that I ask is that everybody does it one at a time. So you can simply just say, I am willing to swap playlists, and then other creators should start reaching out to you, and you can make those arrangements right here if you want to, or on Instagram or in another social network if it's easier for you. This is MinerZach123 with 104 subscribers. It looks like they've got their 100 locked in, which is great to see, and hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther, maybe even over 110 today, and get them rolling on the road towards 200 that they're thinking about. And yes, thank you, Khalid Delicious Food, and Ebony Gold TV, good to see you here. Why is your channel not growing? I'll have to have a look at it to see if there's an answer that I can come up with for you for ideas. But if you're putting out at least one quality piece of content per week, and it's not up to me to decide what quality is, it's up to you. As long as you're doing that, your channel should be growing organically no matter what. One of the things that really helps is wondering how much you're out supporting other creators as well, right? For everything you wish for your channel, like comments, likes, views, and all those other things, hopefully you're giving those to other people as well, and you'll find that coming back. Here in Tuber Chat, we believe wholeheartedly in giving much more than we expect to receive, but we find that that comes back again and again, and we see that in generous creators over and over and over again. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. Yes, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More has got some of the same moderators that we have here. Yes, I take moderating very seriously. That's why you see so few here in Tuber Chat. One of the reasons is because I want everybody to be growing their channels, not worrying so much about moderating. But for the few that have been approached and have volunteered their time, you know, we have very loyal and dedicated supporters who have shown unbelievable generosity and impact in the community, and that is for today Michael's Adventures and Scratch and Pete, and then of course Kristen Welton is my love. She's always here as a member and a moderator as well, but we only have a very small handful of moderators here. So you know that they are extremely serious about what they're doing while being extremely supportive creators. Michael's Adventures and Scratch and PPA are two of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube, and for that reason they were approached about being moderators here on Tuber Chat. For everybody else, I'm hoping that you're just growing your channels and meeting lots of friends and family members. And then Scratch and PPA we're actually going to look at right now. I'll get some more names on the wheel in another moment here. I usually try to keep it full. Scratch and PPA, like I said, I've already said quite a few kind things about how supportive they are. They have a weekly series that comes out every Tuesday. Sometimes they premiere videos, sometimes they release them, but you're able to vote on the content of those videos. So hopefully everybody will subscribe to Scratch and PPA right now, one of our beloved moderators, but as well, if you follow him on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, you're able to vote on the content of the next week's video, and that's a lot of fun, and I hope everybody will do that as well. It's Sasha Henry. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Nukanyefa, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect here, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time and meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. I'm just looking over at my list to see what I can do about adding a couple of more channels. Little Frenchie in Big Texas was featured last week, and Mr. Fulton Mraz always shares for us. And I will add a few more in a while. SK Manly Gaming is here and has been for a while. As well, we looked at the how-to lady, of course, the Inspired Empowered Mama. And I'll spin, and we'll get another channel up here, and then I will continue adding names as we start to move a little bit faster. I'm going to get moving because we've been on for almost 2 hours already. We usually do about 2 to 2.5 hours. And hopefully, other than that, everybody is having a good time connecting, meeting new friends and family members. Specifically, the way that we do it here is very similar, if not exactly the same as they do at Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network, where everybody is expecting to subscribe to your channel. After you subscribe to theirs, you head to a channel, watch a short video in full of at least 3 minutes long. Better if it's 4, 5, or 6 minutes even. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, hopefully of at least a few sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. Then give the creator a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on for all creators, as you see me do here. And then you come back, let them know you've done that, and they will do the same thing for you. House of X Entertainment Inc. is in the house. And Little Frenchie in Big Texas, like I said, was just featured recently on Tuber Chat. Hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. They got 715 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even to over 720 today on the road to 800. So Princess Beyond Passions is looking for emotion. I always find it easiest to find that channel when I search emotion, new soul R&B. And the reason why I put that is because that is, it always helps them come up. It's a music channel, of course, but the reason we don't do a lot of links here, one of the reasons, is because when you search, find, and click on a user's name in the search results, you're actually doing them a world of good. And we've seen many channels come through Tuber Chat, particularly ones that were brand new and struggling with the search results. And over time, they start to really move up and up the search results much easier that way. So it's a lot more beneficial to the creator that you're searching for when you find them and click on them. And of course, you want to make sure you're matching their avatar to know that you've got the right channel. In the case of emotion, they've got a very popular name. X2C is back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then Wolfsbane Explorations. What happens is if you just use the @ symbol and then type out the full name in perfect spelling. If you're on a phone, you have to type it out yourself. On a computer, you just type the first couple characters and it comes in for you. Let me actually show you how I did that. Let me pull it up and I'll show you. It's hard to see on a phone, but for those of you on a computer, you'll be able to see this. If you just type in an @ symbol and type in WO, right away Wolfsbane Explorations comes up. I'm able to just press enter. It does what it needs for me, and then you just add your message and hit enter, and it's ready to go. On a phone, you could do the same thing, but you have to type the whole name with perfect spelling with the @ symbol at the beginning. So I know it's a little bit tough. That's why I don't ask anybody to really do that here for me. If you want to catch my attention with something specifically for me to see, like a question or a comment, please just leave 3 thumbs up, and I'm happy to keep my eyes open for messages that way. Here is SK Manly Gaming. And hopefully everybody will rally around this channel as well. They've been back with Tuber Chat again and again. Right on the trailer there, they've got my favorite video game, Grand Theft Auto. With 439 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, get them rolling. They are getting very close to being halfway through their road to the magical 1K. That is a big milestone for all of us in our YouTube journey. And Iffy Success, thank you so much. Blessings to you as well. Hopefully everybody in the chat is doing well. We want to celebrate Tuber Chat's birthday. That'll be in May, Khalid Delicious Food. So a little bit less than 2 months from now, we'll have a 1-year anniversary celebration of some sort from Tuber Chat. We started live streaming. The very first live stream, I believe, was on April 30th, because I promised everybody last spring when Tuber Chat started that I would begin live streaming before the end of April. So I think the first one was actually April 30th, and then the first official live stream, episode number 1, was in the first week of May. If everybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate it very much. It really does help the stream, as you can imagine. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out there supporting each other. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone sometimes, but it really does help the stream, so I'll appreciate it greatly. We're going to spin the wheel one more time. Iffy Success, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to put your channel up next. Actually, we looked at ProTech Sports earlier because they had given a super chat as well. I see that Norfolk Dash Cam has done that as well. Thank you so much for your super chat. I thought we already looked at your channel, to be honest with you. I'm going to have to pull it up again. You're always on the wheel because as a gold member, they get a guaranteed feature of some sort. Lately, I've been putting their channel on the wheel at the beginning of the live stream, but we'll have a quick look at it again anyway, just to make sure. So we're looking at the Inspired Empowered Mama right now. Next, we're going to look at Iffy Success. And thank you one more time for that super chat. And Norfolk Dash Cam, thank you for yours as well. And Rosemary Renders has got a super chat coming through as well. So forgive me while I make a little list for myself here. Faster for me to type sometimes than it is to copy and paste. The Inspired Empowered Mama is another channel that recently found Tuber Chat only a few short weeks ago, maybe a month or so, and has been back with us again and again. Could actually be longer than I'm talking about now that I mention it, but hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. With 89 subscribers, she's getting really, really close to the first 100 that we know is a major milestone for all of us. Oh wow, Mr. Fulton Mraz's mom has a birthday on Star Wars Day, which is very, very cool. And thank you, Hawk Paranormal SNC. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you again very, very soon. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Thank you again to the Raiders that came over from Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network. I really do appreciate that. We're going to look at Iffy Success, which is one of those Raiders right now. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully we've enticed you for a subscription as well, but I really do appreciate your super chat. This is a fully monetized channel, but it's a new connection for Tuber Chat, so hopefully we're going to connect solidly right now. what I'm going to do, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So I'm going to take one of your latest videos. I'll take this 11-minute one here. I've added it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your How to Overcome Fear video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. And then hopefully you are subscribed to Tuber Chat now as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And thank you one more time for your super chat. Norfolk Dash Cam, again, thank you for yours as well. You're all knocking life off of our stream boss. And for some reason, I don't know why we didn't get a look at your channel today. Whether we did, maybe I'm making a mistake, but thank goodness we've got it up now. Norfolk Dash Cam is a gold member, so they get a guaranteed feature of some sort every single day, and their link is dropped every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot, as we've seen. So hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. I hope I haven't missed anything in the chat that anybody specifically wanted me to see. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More's birthday is in September, so we'll have to keep our eyes open for that. And John H. Shelton is reminding me that Star Wars Day is May the 4th. So we'll have to see how the calendar works out, if we're going to have maybe even a Star Wars themed Tuber Chat episode, depending on the days of the week. Nikki's Green Thumb, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And wow, hopefully everybody is doing okay. Again, thank you so much to the Raiders that came over from Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network today. That is fantastic stuff, and I'm very appreciative of all of you hanging out. This is Rosemary Renders now. Thank you for your super chat as well. Again, this is another new connection for Tuber Chat. You can see she's taken part in the Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network live streams. She's got over 3,000 subscribers. She's actually getting very close to 3,500. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther and give them the warm welcome that I know we can from the Tuber Chat community. I'm going to take one of your latest videos here. I'm going to take this 11-minute one, add it into my watch later list. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, and what will happen is after the live stream, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this tutorial video, and I will give you a thumbs up and subscribe and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I'm knocking my green screen around here. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and I'll add some names shortly. Ebony Gold TV is still hanging out. Thank you so much for that. And Chef BSC Cherry Bliss VSC says, let's grow, let's grow. I agree, absolutely. Thank you for playing with those custom emojis that we've got. Thank you everybody for the thumbs up. We're doing very, very well now. We might even get 100 today, so I'm hoping everybody who hasn't already given a thumbs up will do so. They really do help the stream, of course. And then Khalid Delicious Food is reaching out to swap playlist. Georgia Bulldogs, thank you for coming in. That's another previously featured channel from Tuber Chat that's been with us probably from the beginning. So it's great to see you in the house, and hopefully everybody will rally around them as well. We'd love to see Georgia Bulldogs moving their channel along just as well as everybody. Cooking with Miss Brown has 652 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They're already halfway on their road to 700. Gareth Lynch, Deserted Place in Scotland. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. I'm going to start moving much faster now because we've been on for 2 hours. We got another half hour to go, and then we're going to rate a premiere from Kristen Welton, who's in the chat as a member and a moderator. House of X Entertainment Inc. is coming up. This is another couple of creators who've been connected to me for probably a year now, since long before Tuber Chat even existed. And as a matter of fact, the combination of It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy Leo that make up House of X Entertainment Inc. were two of the very first creators to ever come in to a Tuber Chat live stream. They've been with us ever since the beginning. They've had all 3 of their channels featured. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that we see within the community, and for that reason they've had all 3 of their channels featured. With 315 subscribers, you can see that they are just moving along nicely with this 3rd channel, which is a business venture joint between the 2 of them. Hopefully we'll see this channel move even farther and get them moving a little bit closer on their road to the first 1,000 that we've seen them already do twice before. Jazzy Sanders, thank you for coming in. And Crowned with Glory, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to look at your channel next before I start spinning the wheel again. And I will add some more names to the wheel from our chat, as I always do, and we'll look at lots more channels. But I'm probably going to start rifling through them a little bit faster at about a channel per minute, because we've only got just over 20 minutes to go. Crown with Glory, 156 subscribers for this channel. Hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther. And forgive me, I did not already know that you had, I don't think I already knew that you had Tuber Chat featured. So I'm just making a note. If I have already returned that favor for you, you'll have to just forgive me, I forgot. But I'm going to double check and make sure that I get that done. What I'm talking about here is Crown with Glory has featured Tuber Chat on their front page with a lot of other channels that they love. And so when you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has, not only on your audiences, but also on the YouTube algorithm, which is very important. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. And then as well, if you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, please make sure that I know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that, of course. And hopefully I'm not missing too much in the chat. Hopefully everybody's meeting new friends and family members and having a good time. If you mention something specifically that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, forgive me and please be patient with me. Just mention it again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message. It'll help me see it a little bit easier. And then Jazzy Sanders, thank you for your super chat. For that reason, we'll look at your channel next. Right now, we're looking at TWT TV, which was just featured about a week ago here on Tuber Chat, but a channel that was long overdue for being featured. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that we see within the community, and I had actually been intending on featuring this channel for quite some time. So we finally got to it about a week ago. They've actually got 2 channels between TWT TV and then Lil Red and Bunny Tracks. Although I might be spelling that wrong. Nope, I got it right. Lil Ren and Bunny Tracks is right here, and as you can see, there's their TWT TV featured right there. So the next channel that we're going to look at is Jazzy Sanders, but I'm hoping that everybody will rally around Lil Red and Bunny Tracks right now, and TWT TV as a matter of fact, and we'll push them a little bit farther. We don't know how many subscribers they have, but we just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're looking towards. Jazzy Sanders, thank you one more time for your super chat. You've knocked a little bit of more life off of our stream boss. And with 54 subscribers, she's halfway on the road to the first 100. We know that channels with under 100 are getting hit the hardest by the purging and glitching that's been going on with YouTube ever since halfway through about September. So we got to do everything we can always to support other creators while we're connecting with them anyway. But one of the things we can do, especially for channels under 100 subscribers, is add an extra comment for them on their discussion tab. You can actually do that for any channel under 1,000 subscribers, but it's something that I push for channels under 100 because we really want to let the algorithm know that we mean to connect with them, so that YouTube isn't so quick to take our subscriptions away after, as they seem to be with any channels under 100. And then gained some new members of the Wolf Pack on Instagram. Very cool, Wolfsbane Explorations. Very, very cool. Anybody's free to connect on any social networks. You know, of course, Tuber Chat is just a meeting place. It's meant so that we can all connect with each other, hopefully collaborate, and hopefully, you know, you'll gain some new subscribers for your channel, as well as get a friendship started with many different creators. That's where the solid and strong foundation for your channel comes from. But for everybody who's utilizing other social networks, I know it's a lot of work, but Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit are great tools, among others like Snapchat, Pinterest, and TikTok, and even others, where you can draw in extra traffic. And when you get traffic from outside in a social network or anywhere else and bring them into YouTube, if you take somebody who wasn't already watching YouTube and get them to start watching, that's the biggest thing you can do for the algorithm. It's called starting a session. It is the #1 thing above all else that you can do to make YouTube favor you. So it's something to keep in mind. Utilize those social networks if you can and when you can, and you'll find magic happening for your channel, absolutely, when you can be consistent. So it's great to build those networks as well. You can follow Tuber Chat on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit. We actually have the other social networks as well, most of them, but I haven't been active, as like I said, it's a lot of work for anybody. It's a lot to keep up with. Mr. Fulton Mraz has 1,900 subscribers. They are officially on the road to 2,000. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther as well. I'm going to get a few more names onto our wheel in a second here. Kitty Mom Crochet. I'm not sure if we looked at your channel yet today, so let's get you on here just so I can be sure. Little Frenchie in Big Texas. I think we looked at your channel and I forgot to take it off the wheel. Is that right? We saw Mr. Shelton TV earlier. That's the second channel from John H. Shelton. Fitness Tatty Training is coming up. Amarakata is coming up. Amarakata. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right for you. Khalid Delicious Food, of course. Spreading positivity and optimism through the chat always. Princess Beyond Passions is coming up. I'll just type that one. A lot of times I'm looking off to the side here. What you don't see is I'm looking off into my participant list, or I'm looking off into my Bottissimo robot in different windows here to keep track of how to add channels on the wheel. I'll spin, we'll get another one up here right now, and then I'll add a few more. The Valley's Journey needs to come up. Amarakata is coming up right now. Now this is going to be a lot of new connections for Tuber Chat as well, because we have people who came over from Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network with a raid. So I'm going to go through the same speech a number of times here about how we're going to connect. Let me get the Valley's Journey on here. And I'll add a few more in a moment. So Amarakata, thank you for coming in. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm taking one of your latest videos, even though a lot of them look great here. I'm going to add this video into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful, genuine comment for your video. And I will give a thumbs up, and I'll subscribe and turn the notification bell on, as I do for all creators. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I'm going to spin. We'll get another channel up here, and like I said, I'm going to start really rifling through these channels because we've only got about 20 minutes left to go. The Valley's Journey is actually coming up right now. Look at that luck. And Wolfbane Explorations, forgive me for the long delay, but you're finally on the wheel, so which means we'll be coming up to your channel shortly. The Valley's Journey is another new connection for Tuber Chat, so we're going to, again, take one of your latest videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes. Most of yours are a little bit longer than that, but I've got a good one here, so I've added that to my watch later list. And again, I will watch my go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll make sure I watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you your thumbs up. I'll subscribe and turn your notification bell on, as I do for everyone. And then that will make our connection stick, and hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well. And like I said, we move the times of the live streams around every weekend to hit different time zones, but we're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So we got Nikki's green thumb on the wheel as well, and we're going to have a look at that channel right now. Look at the luck. As soon as we add them, they get picked by the wheel right away, which is random. Bobby Loves Beauty's been on the wheel for like an hour already. 40 subscribers, so hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther. They've been with Tuber Chat before, but we'd love to see this channel get moving towards their first half of the first 100. We know that the algorithm is hitting channels under 100 the hardest when it comes to the purging and glitching that we keep talking about that's been going on since September. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. We looked at that channel earlier, but I really do appreciate it, and that makes Sam's Vlogs Trains and More our new stream boss. As we can see, I'm going to put up, actually we looked at Mr. Shelton TV, but I'm going to put John H. Shelton on the wheel as well because we want to look at that. I'm looking for more channels that I haven't put up onto the wheel yet. Let's think about spinning. And like I said, for any channels under 100 subscribers, an idea is to add a comment for them here. And hopefully you do a better job than I do when you leave comments for people on their videos and on their discussion tab, but I'm just rifling through it as quickly as I can, as you can imagine. So here's Bobby Loves Beauty, and I was talking about this channel earlier today when Tiffany Wears T-Shirts was joking about me following a lot of beauty channels, which I absolutely do now. And what I found was Bobby Loves Beauty has this unbelievably loyal and dedicated community around her, where when I went into her first live stream that I caught, I've been with her a few times now, when I got into the first live stream, I got such an unbelievably warm welcome from her community and gained a handful of subscribers for Tuber Chat right away, and that has translated now into more creators coming through and bringing more people from their loyal and dedicated communities as well. So I hope everybody will rally around Bobby Loves Beauty. You'll have a great time when you're there. She's a dynamic host. She's very much loved and well respected in her community as well as here. And with 480 subscribers, she's getting very, very close to the halfway mark towards that magical 1K that we all look for. Fitness Tatty Training. Yes, I've got you on the wheel. Very cool. Hopefully we'll get to your channel shortly. We're going to look at Princess Beyond Passion right now. And see what they've got going on. Crowned with Glory loves Bobby Loves Beauty. There you go. And that's, of course, that channel was featured on Tuber Chat not too long ago. Princess Beyond Passions, thank you again for coming in and visiting Tuber Chat for the first time. So, again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, and I see you've got a lot of very, very long live streams going on here, which is okay. I'm just going to look for a video. I try to find something around 10 minutes if I can find one. I'll take this 13-minute one and add it into my watch later list. And again, what that will allow me to do is after the live stream, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, of course, and subscribe and turn your notification bell on. And hopefully that will make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well now, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. This is Little Frenchie in Big Texas. They were just featured last week, and they're a channel that's been with Tuber Chat for quite some time now with 716 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on their road towards 800. And then the Valley's Journey, forgive me, I just got your Instagram message right now. Anybody can reach out to me on Instagram at any time, and I just skimmed over the message, but I'll go through it in more detail later, and I will absolutely have a look at your channel and see what's going on with your notification bell if I have any ideas. Khalid Delicious Food is coming up right now, and Crowned with Glory is asking with what's with the silent live streams. Lots of creators do that to try to pump the watch hours up, and it can be a tool. I never want to recommend to anybody specifically to do that. You have to make the right decisions for your channels. I've never done it on any of the channels that I own or run, but I know that people do for the purpose of pumping the watch hours up. So you have to make the right decision for yourself. One thing you just want to keep in mind is that you can't take those down right away afterwards when you get monetized, because you need the public watch hours to get monetized right away. Like, you need it all to count, of course, right? So it's going to be a while before you can start to take those down or make them private if you want to. But you might want to afterwards, because if you're looking at sponsors coming to your channel for different reasons, then you want to be mindful about what they will see when they get there. So it's a thought. A lot of creators do what they call silent live streams, but they'll do an encore, which means they'll just run one of their own playlists as a live stream. Again, I don't want to recommend to anybody to do that. What I would do if I was thinking about running live streams is talk to a couple people who have done it, specifically if they've been monetized, and then ask them what they think if you're looking for advice or ideas. Let's spin the wheel. Khalid Delicious Food comes in with 2 different channels. They are always saying the kindest things in the chat and spreading lots and lots of positivity. I know they're willing to swap playlists, so if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists, please just simply say so. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Wolfbane Explorations has been with Tuber Chat for probably the entirety of today's live stream, but we're finally going to get a chance to look at their channel. Now, I thought we might have already connected. Am I wrong that you had been here once before? I may have already put a video of yours in my watch later list, but I didn't actually go through it yet. I try to do that every single day, and I know that I'm behind. So what I'm going to do is take your 20-minute video here and add it into my watch later list. Again, what that will allow me to do is after the live stream, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch your video, I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll turn your notification bell on, of course. I know you're subscribed, or I'm pretty sure you are, because you're back again if I'm right. And again, forgive me if I'm wrong, but Wolfbane Explorations is a channel I've been looking forward to seeing for today. And what I did say was I'll have a look and see if there's anything that I notice. But, you know, you've got thumbnails that are, you know, pretty descriptive of what's going on, I'm assuming. I have to get to know your channel better, of course. And then hopefully, yeah, you've got playlists set up already. Hopefully you'll keep going with those. Very cool. You've got something in your description here. You can always fill that stuff out. Let's look at one of your videos just for a quick second and see what's going on with your video descriptions. So one of the things you can do is fill out a little bit more stuff when it comes to your video descriptions. I don't have my TubeBuddy hooked up right now to see how you're doing for tags, but I can look at that afterwards. We'll give you a thumbs up here. But I do like what you're doing with the with your hashtags there. For anybody that hasn't already started experimenting with hashtags, this is how you make these first couple of words pop up in blue. You can use them in your title or in your description or both. And one of the things you want to be mindful of is not putting more than 15, because if you do, YouTube may ignore them all. So it's just something to think about. I see you're doing a much more complete job of filling in your description here, which is great on your video, so that's okay. And then hopefully you'll just continue from there. Carmack Brothers, good to see you here. And Q and Nini Vlogs, it's good to have you here. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, of course, I'll get around to everybody. Kitty Mom Crochet, did we already look at your channel? Oh, I think we did look at this channel, right? Earlier? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So we'll move on very quickly. And this is a friend that comes to us from Froggy Went to Knitting, and that will be our featured channel for Monday, as a matter of fact. Tomorrow's featured channel is Gathering Place, and then today is GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team. John H. Shelton is coming up right now. Now, we already looked at Mr. Shelton TV, but this is the first channel from this creator, and they are an extremely generous creator. Did I not put a dot in there or something? Why on earth does this not want to come up easily for me right now? Something has to be up here. That's extremely weird. John H. Shelton is with us all the time. Okay, so it's trying to misspell for us. Oh, Shelton. Yeah, if I would spell properly, then it would work, I'm sure. There we go. There we go. I'm blaming YouTube for my own mistake, but there you go. I'm John H. Shelton, Mr. Shelton TV production. So this is a creator with 2 channels, like I said, and they have done a couple of Tuber Chat shoutout videos. One of those is featured on our front page, of course, as I do with all shoutout videos. Oh, yeah, Kitty Mom Crochet. No, we looked at it earlier. Yeah, I'm almost certain of it, right? I'll tell you what, I'll go back to it for another moment, just to be sure, but I thought I looked at it for a moment. Sometimes it's very quick. In the second half of the Tuber Chat live streams, I tend to race through these channels at about a channel a minute. But I'll go back to it in another second. And hopefully everybody will rally around John H. Shelton. Again, this is an extremely generous creator. Somebody who actually shares for us on Twitter quite often as well. And for that reason is a member of our Twitter list. And then here's Kitty Mom Crochet like I was talking about. Let's just make sure I'm not wrong. And then I'm not going to make a mistake of not connecting. We're looking through your videos. I always look for something around 10 minutes. Yeah, I somewhat remember this too, I think. But I'll take this 14-minute one as well. So maybe I have 2 videos of my watch later list. That's okay. And I'll make sure I go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch that video or those ones. I will leave meaningful comments for sure. And make sure that we're connected. And then we're there now. So we're very good. Hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. I'll have to ask everybody's patience and to forgive me if I've missed anything you wanted me to see, like a question or a comment. Our chat has been moving pretty quickly today, especially after our raid from Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network. But if you don't mind mentioning something with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message, it helps me see it a little bit earlier, a little bit easier. And thank you for everybody for the kind words in the chat as well. I appreciate that. We're looking at Fitness Tatty Training. This is another new connection for Tuber Chat, so hopefully everybody will rally around this channel and give them a warm welcome. I'm going to add one of their videos into my watch later list as well, because again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So now I've added your 12-minute home workout video into my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I can't promise I'm going to do the workout while I watch it, but I will watch that video. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll turn my notification bell on for you as well as I do for all creators, and then I will make sure that our connection sticks. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now, and you'll got our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I'm going to get through and make sure I haven't missed any channels. Q and Nini Vlogs is one that we can look at actually. They just came in, but this is a channel I've been connected to for a long time with 1,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well and get them moving on the road towards 1,900 that they're going to be thinking about very soon. I'm going to get ready and get a link for us for the raid that we're going to do for Kristen Welton, who is my love and always in the chat as a member and a moderator. We'll get that going within another few moments here. This chat will continue so that we can clean up all of our connections, and you'll be able to continue connecting with everybody in Kristen's premiere as well in the live chat that will accompany that. I'm just dropping a link in the chat right there. I'll pin it as well. When we get over there, we'll just say Tuber Chat Raid. Action Point Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. And once again, if everybody wants to hit that link, we'll head over. The live chat is already running on that premiere, of course. Everybody can continue connecting over there the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. And Kristen Walton is one of our members and moderators, and we'll go over and raid that premiere right now. Screen Time Horror Podcast, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome as well. We got a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope that you will. We're very, very close to 100, so if we get 5 more, we're going to make it today, and I'll appreciate that. Hopefully you give Kristen Walton a thumbs up on her premiere when we get over there as well. And like I said, our chat will continue here for another few minutes so everybody can clean up their connections. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you've spent. For those of you who just walked in, forgive me, we're just getting to the end of our live stream for today. We'll be back tomorrow for another 2 hours for Tuber Chat, and those live streams are already scheduled. And I'll drop the link one more time, and I will see you over in that premiere where everybody will be able to continue connecting. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you've spent. I really do appreciate every moment. As we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. There are over 38 million channels to choose from on YouTube and a billion other things to do when you're not here, so I appreciate every moment that you've spent, and hopefully we'll see everybody again very, very soon. Thank you, everybody, one more time for the time that you've spent. We'll see you over in Kristen Walton's premiere in another moment.